Hello. I wasn't going to make a video today, so this is just a quickie because I've got to show you this. I'm in the £100 Nissan Micra, and a couple of days ago I started the engine, drove it around, no problems whatsoever. Today it doesn't want to start at all because the battery, well, it's not just flat, it is unbelievably flat. I'll show you. Now, in my experience, when the battery in a car no longer has enough electricity to start the engine, there is typically at least enough electricity to show some sign of life somewhere in the car, particularly as is the case here if the battery started the engine quite successfully without any issues whatsoever just a couple of days ago. But look, we've got absolutely nothing. I'll show you what happens when I try and start it. Key in ignition, and engine doesn't even turn over slightly. As for the hazard warning lights, they won't come on either. There's not even any flashing bulbs down there on the dashboard. And look, we don't even have any sign of life from the blower motor. And here's a good one. This is the button that turns on the rear window demist. And when I press it, there's not even enough electricity in the battery to light up that little bulb in there. Oh dear. So let's just have a quick look at the battery. I do somewhere have a proper battery tester, but this multimeter came to hand first. So that one goes to positive, that one goes to negative, and 0.58 volts. That's supposed to be about 12.5. Now, I've got a battery charger here that is genuinely years older than me, but nonetheless it still works, so we may as well give it a go. So red to positive, black to negative, plug it in and cross your fingers. Sooner rather than later, I'm just going to have to buy a new battery. So it's about half an hour later and I've just turned off the battery charger. So let's pop the multimeter back on and see if there's any progress. And yeah, it's now reading 1.87 rather than 0.58. So that suggests it is accepting some kind of charge at least. Okay, the battery charger is back on, and this is interesting. Even though the voltage on the battery has increased, at least according to this multimeter, the gauge down here on the charger says that 0 amps of electricity is being sent to the battery, whereas normally that would say about 3 or 4 amps. The needle would be up there somewhere. So it's going to be interesting to see if this battery will come back to life. But even if it does, it's going to take a very long time to fully charge. That's where I left my wrench.